Hello my friends and welcome to episode 7 of our Motorsport Manager series with Predator Racing. Today it is race 7 of 10 and we are taking on Guildford now. Between the last episode and this episode, we did have the vote on engine specs. Vote failed. So I've quickly punched a couple of bits towards that. Unfortunately, you know, it's not going to be ideal. We're going to go with try and get 10 laps out of these on both cars here. Hopefully we can. We're starting 1 and 2, which is not good. We want to beat those ZRTs now, of course. I think we're too many points behind now to really compete this season. But if we can get the engine upgrades done, you know, again, I don't think I'm going to use them this season. I think I need to focus on performance and not reliability. Which means probably none of them get used this season. So I'm kind of punching them out as quickly as I can. You will see at the end of this episode. We are currently in debt. We'll get out of debt with this race, hopefully. We've got a new sponsor for 13th, which is 200,000, I think. And you know, if we can continue the success in that regard, we will be okay. Frankie Kinney competing here, doing well, holding on to second. I mean, he is battling, but he's never going to hold off some of these cars. It's just crazy. Some of these guys are just rapid. And some of them have actually came from the back of the grid already. Is that Valdez going past us? Because that's bad news if it is. We don't want the ZRTs getting in front of us. Where's Dembele? 19, so that's good. But Valdez is indeed in front of both our drivers now, so that's not good. In fact, Dembele is above Santana now as well. But they are still battling there. You can see them behind. In fact, I think Dembele might even get Frankie Kinney soon. Unfortunately for us, I do think maybe replacing Santana is not the bad option. You guys let me know in the comments what you think in that regard. You know, she's not had the best season this year. She's not the best driver in terms of marketability. She has no pay driver perks. And she is on a decent wage for a team on our budget as well, in that regard. So I'm not 100% sure really what to do with her. I'm going to try and push in a little bit, try and get, no, this way, try and get some temperature back in these tyres. I think that could be part of the problem. We are obviously on the softer compound for this stint, but we have quite comfortably actually got through the first 6 laps, which means we could maybe try and one-stop this if we were to fuel save, which I think I'm going to do, you know. Let's fuel save, see if we can flick this into a one-stop strategy. Which could be beneficial to us. You know, it's not the quickest, but it's the rest of strategy, shall we call it. You know, run as long as we can and hope other people need to pit. You know, we've already gained 40 seconds on Chu. I'm not sure what happened with him, and we're not that far behind other drivers that we need to be in. We are getting some temperature in the tyres now. I think I've left this too late. We maybe get to lap 11. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, so reliability is not going to improve again this season, I don't think. I think we do need to be looking at performance with next season in mind, making sure that we get all that performance out. We're obviously now having to spend a lot of money on the engine builds that we didn't particularly want to have to do this season. You know, it's already been about 3 million we've had to spend. As I said, we are in debt in that regard. Whether we're kind of hoping not to have to do that. We are on to lap 11 now. No, we're on lap 10, and that's when Santana's going to have to pit. So we will switch her, keep her on a 2-stop. We need to get 13 laps out of this, so we'll go for 7. The tyres should comfortably do that. Oh, softs please. Say that, don't think they will, but you know. And we go with Ines Santana. She's got herself back into 4th before her pit stop, of course. So you know, if we can one stop this with Frankie Kinney, we could get a good result here. and I'm kind of holding him on as low as I can. He might struggle to get another lap out here. Minus 0.13, yep indeed. Go for the full amount. Hopefully it's that minus 1.13 isn't disastrous. Good pit stop so far from Santa Ana, 13 seconds. Frankie Kane leading this race once again. Everyone else having made their pit stops. A very, very good run from him. We'll bring him back out on the harder compound. He's still fighting there with a car that he had no right to be fighting, and not in the same race at all. We will keep him on low fuel strategy. Santa Ana can actually be on medium. We're looking just to get out as much as we can here. Frankie Kane, I don't mind if you stay behind Santa Ana here. We will follow Santa Ana, but I do think Frankie Kane is the driver who's going to have the better race here. All things considered. Chu, I think, needs to make another pit stop. His pit stop was very, very early. You can see his tyres are miles off the cliff compared to everyone else's. Santa Ana having a good first sector. They're her best of the race so far on the super softs, which, you know, is decent. Frankie Kane in 20th though, but he shouldn't, if we balance the fuel right, need to stop again. As soon as I see that excess fuel, I will be reassured on that. But he's looked after his tyres better than Santa Ana, and obviously got that little bit extra. Of course he ran out of fuel just before going into the pit lane though, which held him up just a little bit. He was still battling as well, bless him. But it didn't do too much damage, I don't think, so that is good. Santa Ana doing a decent job here. Right now, can she go in front of you again? Yes, she can. Can Kane? Oh, Kane might have to stop again then. Reliability problems have been the bane of us this season, and once again it looks like it's going to be, I'm going to keep him out and hope that that suspension lasts. It's on low engine management, so that's good. Another lap or two from Santa Ana here and we should be good. Bring her in about lap 18, I think, was kind of where I was thinking. So again, I think we can flick her onto high engine mode and maybe high tyres for the last 2 laps of this stint. When she goes over the line, we will do that, see if we can build a gap a little bit to Valdez, who's pit again with repair issues. Kane back up to 16th, Santa Ana to 14th. I think, you know, through pit stops, if we can keep Kane out, he's got a shot. She is now wanting fresh tyres, so next lap she can come in. Perfect. Fill her up for the remaining 6 laps. We'll go for 7. Parts are perfect on her car, but obviously she has the perks through her engineer that allows her to go through less percentage damage on her parts, which is very, very beneficial for her, and has saved us some of the reliability problems that has really hurt Frankie this season. 4 laps left to go for him. After this lap it will be very, very tight. How many? 19. Yeah, very tight in fuel, but he can do it. I believe in him. 13% on that suspension. Maybe don't believe in that. We're smoking. What else is gone? Oh, do we have to change here? We are smoking. Yeah, that suspension's gone, guys. They're still showing 10% when we're smoking there. That's a shame, because I genuinely think he could have made that strategy work. I genuinely think he could have made that strategy work. Don't hold up your teammate, pal. Good lad. Overtake attack when you come out, son. Just go for it. And you can go for it as well, Innes. He genuinely was on, and it's a mistake on a fuel as well. That was such a good strategy. It was working with him, and the suspension went boom, and then he's had a mistake on his pit stop. absolutely heartbroken for him. Got plenty left in here, so we can go completely for it with Santana. Don't think she can gain on Dembele, but hey ho, we'll match ZRT for points as positions stand. I mean, maybe she is catching. Maybe not. Obviously the engine really lets us down, and I was really putting on big points for the stock engine for next year. But we'll have an improvement on that next year. You know, I'm not going to use those engines this year. I think we'll have one more engine to build, which will cost us about 1.7 million, I think. So we'll be about break even for the season in that context, which is a shame because I was really hoping to put 3-4 million into the background buildings and stuff. You know, really to help us push forward. You know, if we could get a tier 3 building, or a building that allows us epic parts rather, that's faster development. It really is. Big points difference between us and the top teams. Big points difference between us and the top teams. But we've maintained about 20 points behind ZRT, which is the fight we are in right now. Traits. Dodging it. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, pal. 1.2 million, that's fine. We're out of debt for a race. And we can switch across. Get the autosave. It goes really nice and quick now. Car condition, that's fine. You ran out of fuel? Frankie's a she? Neck issues. How long is that for? 8 weeks. That's probably the rest of this season then. Got another one. Oh, pay driver. 4 months. Early breaker. I will add you to my favourites. You know, markability is not great, but still better than Santa Ana's. That would be a definite consideration. Luigi Marchetta with the pay driver status. -2 braking, that's permanent, so we can see that there. Overall, he's actually a fairly decent driver. It would be a bit of an improvement on Santa Ana, to be honest. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end this here. We've got Tondela in 24 days, and we're back for that in episode 8. If you enjoyed this, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll hopefully catch you all next time.